Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Royal Rumble Predict the Outcome special, we talk about match previews and predictions for this year's Royal Rumble coming the way to Indianapolis, Indiana. Who's going to be leaving on the road to WrestleMania, heading to Las Vegas for WrestleMania? We get the Pro Wrestling Show started right here and now. Here for the Predict the Outcome Show special. Here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kid the Dix here. Glad you're joining the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using that hashtag Pro Wrestling here on the Pro Wrestling Show special for Predict the Outcome. The Royal Rumble is here. And what a Royal Rumble. We're going to talk about the 30-man Royal Rumble coming up a little bit later on in the show. So, Royal Rumble is going to be filled with a lot of returning stars of now, old in the past, who might show up for this Royal Rumble. So let's get started with the Royal Rumble Predict the Outcome right here on the Pro Wrestling Show. So we're gonna kick things off with this, the most dub tag team match. We're gonna have a tag team championship match at the Royal Rumble. Instead, it's gonna be 2 out of 3 falls rather than have just a 1-on-1 fall match, then a 2 out of 3 falls match. This Triple H's boys, all 4 of them, the Motor City Machine Guns challenging DIY for the tag team championships in a 2 out of 3 falls match. This match right here is very simple, easy. Who's going to be wrestling out the most falls out the match? Expect both teams to win that one fall, and then down the road, expect the Motor City Machine Guns to finally regain the tag team championships again. So the Machine Guns may be on momentum or maybe on a drive, but DIY been cheating, so I don't know what to expect. I'm gonna say DIY is gonna retain their tag team championships by cheating. The Machine Guns will be this close to winning, but they'll find another way down the road. So the Machine Guns will lose to DIY. Will keep their goal in place. Well, speaking of that, the women's Royal Rumble match is the most anticipated women's Royal Rumble match in all day. Like we said, the women's Royal Rumble match is going to be happening. A lot of women have declared tag team champions Bianca Belair and Naomi, who had a fighting week this week on NXT, defending the tag team championships against Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson. That could be a possibility for them. Women's Intercontinental Champion Live Valkyria has declared herself in the Royal Rumble, as well as the returning Charlotte Flair, who have been seen almost a year and a half, is returning as well. So Charlotte Flair getting back into things at the Royal Rumble and looking to cash her ticket to WrestleMania with the championship in tow. So Charlotte Flair could be a major force. But could we see surprise like Roxanne Perez? We know Bailey's going to be entering. We know Nia Jax will be entering. And we know EO and the Dakota Kai won't be entering, but EO Sky. It's just this quick, simple. Look for Becky Lynch to return. We haven't heard from her in quite some time. Becky Lynch. Look for Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and perhaps Bianca Belair be the runners up. EO Sky could be the heavy favorite to win. Just remember that this whoever wins this Royal Rumble will earn a shot at either Rhea Ripley's Women's World Championship or Tiffany Stratton's WWE Championship. So it's a lot at stake. We're hearing reports that Charlotte Flair could be targeting Tiffany Stratton to get the gold once again around her waist. A lot of people don't want Charlotte Flair to win, but Charlotte Flair hasn't won the Royal Rumble in nearly 5 years. So this is Charlotte's opportunity to take the time and take the off. It could be that way coming up. Well, like we said, we're going to wait and see, but I expect that EO Sky, the genius of the sky, you can get her picture right here. EO Sky will win the Women's Royal Rumble and head to WrestleMania to meet Rhea Ripley
perhaps for the Women's World Championship to cash her ticket to WrestleMania. And I think we'll get the program between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Their programs coming up down the road. Charlotte win the Elimination Chamber in next month. We'll see in March on how that's going to play out. A lot of possibilities are adding up. So, like I said, we'll see how this all going to boil down to it. The Royal Rumble. So we see the women's. Well, speaking of that, we get to the men's Royal Rumble. The men's Royal Rumble, one of the fastest paces hour to me. I could see Oba Femby entering the men's Royal Rumble, or perhaps Oba Femby entering. We know that Braun Breaker is going to enter. We heard that Pentagon has declared himself in the Royal Rumble this past Monday on Raw. Logan Paul has declared himself. You know that Damian Priest will be one of the ones. LA Knight, Jacob Fatu wouldn't be a cash miss. You got to want to Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu get in there. David Jay Uso, who had suffered that loss from Gunther this past Saturday, a Saturday night main event, will be there. It's a lot at stake. Sheamus perhaps will enter. Rey Mysterio said he's in the Royal Rumble. Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, John Cena. John Cena wants to get this Royal Rumble done and win the Royal Rumble for all. CM Punk could win the Royal Rumble. It could be a possibility. Solo Sikoa. A lot of names in this Royal Rumble match. I don't know who to pick from because ain't no real about been standing out quite some time. Well, we had got an indication this past Monday on Raw that could give us a foresight on what's going on. Could CM Punk targeting Cody Rhodes? At the CM Punk target Cody Rhodes saying there's a lot of weight on Cody. Cody put himself on a lot of weight on with the championship, and he's gonna take the champion. He wants to be the one to win the Royal Rumble and win the championship and defeat Cody because he sees that Cody, the weight has been going down Cody. Since finishing his story at WrestleMania last year. So, like I said, I don't know. It's either CM Punk will win this Royal Rumble, and don't forget also, you can see NXT stars like Trick Williams and champion Oba Femby. But like I was saying, Drew McIntyre has a strong chase of winning the Royal Rumble. Or Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Look for these three men to probably be the last three in the Royal Rumble. And we're hearing that John Cena could win it. So, since it's John Cena's last rodeo, John Cena may win this thing, be a three-time Royal Rumble winner, leaving the Royal Rumble match. But then again, CM Punk really been on the road as late. It could be either John Cena or CM Punk. That's why I'm eyeing my eyes on. I'm gonna say CM Punk because since CM Punk had that confrontation with Cody, that could be the WrestleMania main event match right there between CM Punk and Cody. And there's another WrestleMania match. Don't forget Gunther. Gunther's not in the Royal Rumble this year. He's the world champion. He could be going against Seth Rollins and Logan Paul in a triple threat match for the world championship. Could be a possibility. So we'll wait and see. And finally, the WWE Championship will be online, but this time Kevin Owens will take on Cody Rhodes with their respective belts. Kevin Owens literally stole the Wing Eagle belt, Cody with the current Big W belt, the logo network logo belt, or whatever you want to call it. Cody looking to get his revenge. When we told you earlier, Cody focus on CM Punk, told CM Punk to focus on the Rumble rather than him. But Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens have been in brawl ever since Saturday Night Main Event. Kevin Owens stole the championship. Well, this past last week on Saturday Night Main Event, Cody was and Kevin Owens was respectively trying to give their championship belts to Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels came out of nowhere in it with a frenzy right here. Went down, but Shawn Michaels whole court in the ring in San Antonio and did so. But Cody Rhodes didn't budge, didn't want to go against the grain. But you can tell right there, we're getting a lot of stuff going on with that. But I look at this match right here being like, hey, who wants it the most? So look for Cody to retain his world championship, and Cody perhaps will focus on whoever wins the Royal Rumble match between CM Punk. Or who, if CM Punk wins it, he'll turn his focus on CM Punk to ask CM Punk to challenge him for the match. Well, this has been, and we also want to know this at the Royal Rumble. Kai Stenayant, the popular screamer, will be at the Royal Rumble, as well as ISO Screed will be at the Royal Rumble as well. So there's a lot of people that's coming to the Royal Rumble this this weekend tonight. We want to see, and also too, could we see surprise appearances like a Big E or AJ Lee coming into the Royal Rumble? Big E, who hasn't been in the Royal Rumble, could make his return. AJ Lee fans been caving for it for a long time for her to come back. Seeing them coming sooner rather than later. A lot of possibilities going down tonight in the Royal Rumble. So we just have to wait and see if my predictions came out true and right. We'll see. All right, that's going to end the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Royal Rumble. Predict the outcome here on Pro Wrestling Show. Oh, we forgot to mention that Clash of the Castle. Clash of the Castle, that used to be Clash of the Castle, or Bash in Berlin. Now they have another WWE special PLE called Clash in Paris, coming Sunday, August 31st, and then Raw following that. They're trying to do a lot back to back coming up. So we could see that coming up as well. But we'll see. Like I said, we're going to leave you with the Royal Rumble Predict the Outcome special. A lot of predictions right here. Who's going to leave Indianapolis, the men's winner and the women's winner coming up? So for me being Kenny Dick saying so long, thanks for watching the Royal Rumble Predict the Outcome special. I'll see you for the Royal Rumble review immediately following the Royal Rumble.